Hey, Sophia, are you there?
Hi, Ethan. How's everything going?
Oh, good.
How's the wedding prep? Everything going as planned?
Going smoothly. Tomorrow's the big day, and I'm really excited.
You must be thrilled.
Absolutely, I'm pumped. It'll be the best day of my life. A lot of important people are coming. Some really wealthy ones, too. I'm pretty hyped about it.
That's great. Genuinely happy for you.
Thanks, Sophia. You should be. I'm achieving something that was out of reach for you and Noah.
What do you mean?
Well, rubbing elbows with the elite, the richest of the rich. Doubt you and Noah ever thought about ever being able to do that.
Ethan, don't speak that way about your brother. It's not nice.
Anyway, that's not why I texted you. I wanted to ask if you have the gift money ready for tomorrow.
That's quite presumptuous of you. Like I told you before, we'll decide what to give. You can't decide for us what to get you as a wedding gift.
Well, actually, I can, and I will. It's my special day after all, and I have preferences for wedding gifts. And let's not forget, I'm giving you all a courtesy invite. Do you get how big of a deal it is to come to my wedding and mingle with the wealthiest people in our community?
We're genuinely excited about your wedding. No need to make it sound like a favor.
Yeah, but you should know that by inviting you, I'm giving you a chance to meet some rich folks. I know they're probably way out of your league, but I bet you're excited to shake hands with those millionaires. Do you even realize the opportunity here?
Seriously? You really think that's why we're coming to your wedding? We just want to celebrate the happy occasion with you.
Look, I don't expect you to get it. You're married to a mechanic who spends all his time fixing rundown cars. And on top of that, Noah often comes home dirty and messy. He's like the total opposite of what being rich means.
Don't you dare talk about Noah that way. Noah's a qualified engineer. Let's not undermine his hard work. And if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who supported you through college. Remember?
Come on, are you trying to make me feel forever indebted? Let's be real, Sophia. There's not much you and Noah can offer at my really fancy wedding. That's why I'm asking for a big cash gift. The gift should fit the occasion, which is gonna be extravagant and lavish. Only the best food, best champagne, amazing entertainment, and most influential people, of course. Well, and you guys.
You're the absolute worst. I've often wondered how my husband's put up with you for so long.
Let's put that aside for now, Sophia. I don't have time for your petty talk. Just make sure you have the money ready for tomorrow, okay? And make sure it's a substantial amount, because, well, as I said, it's my wedding day, and you know I'm worth it.
You must be joking. What if we don't bring a cash gift?
That's probably the silliest question I've ever heard, and by the way, I'm not joking. In fact, I'm dead serious. You don't have a choice. You need to leave early to get to the bank on time. You should be glad that both you and my Baroque brother will even be at my lavish wedding. And make sure to wear something proper. You might want to get yourself a nice dress and suit and tie for Noah too. Don't embarrass me tomorrow. Are you ignoring my messages on purpose? Is that how broke people behave? Guess they do. You should talk to Sophia. What's wrong with her? She mentioned you both won't bring a gift to the wedding? You know, it's probably the most important day in my life, bro. Why is your wife being so difficult? Or are you really that broke? You've upset her somehow. That's not what she meant. We'll definitely bring a gift. Oh, okay. Thought so. Just make sure it's valued at $3,000. I might have asked for more, but I understand money is tight right now. Yeah, we're on a tight budget. I invested a lot in my business recently. Tell you what, we'll bring $2,000 and give you the rest later. Why not borrow the money right now? You know I'll need it. It's your younger brother's wedding after all. And besides, I'm only getting married once. You might as well make it count right away. We'll try our best to make it happen. You better. You know what? If you can't bring the full amount, maybe it's best not to come to the wedding at all. You'll regret it if you do. I have a ton of things to do. Talk later.
Hey, are you there? Can we talk?
Hi, what's up, honey? You seem upset.
It's about your brother. Earlier today, we talked, and he kept pushing for his wedding gift. He just called me too and got pretty loud on the phone, demanding we bring this huge cash gift of $3,000. Has he lost his mind?
That's unfortunate. Can we go over this when I'm back from work?
Sure, but I need to let you know I'm canceling our plans for your brother's wedding.
Why would you do that?
I really don't see myself or you enjoying the celebration with the way Ethan's been acting about this elaborate wedding gift? Why do you put up with his self-centered behavior? He's always been rude, and lately, ungrateful too. I can't stand to be around him. It's unbearable.
Cut him some slack, will ya? He's my little brother and he's finally getting married. He had a rough upbringing, you know that.
Yeah, I know, but you've been through tough times too, and you're nothing like him. You've done so much for him to be successful in life, yet he doesn't seem to appreciate it at all.
Yeah, things worked out eventually, benefiting both him and me.
But that's not the point. He just needs to show you more respect, and it wouldn't hurt to be thankful too.
Let's just forgive him, honey. No need to boycott the wedding. It's his big day, so let him enjoy it and do whatever he wants.
You're being too soft on him.
Well, what can I do? He's my little brother after all. Don't take the things he says too personal. I'm sure he's just having pre-wedding stress.
If you say so.
Thank you, honey.
I love you.
Love you too. Hey, Sophia, are you awake? Aren't you supposed to have a job and go to work? Why are you still in bed?
It's very early. It's 5 a.m.
You have a job, don't you? You should be on time to avoid the risk of losing your pathetic job. No one likes lazy employees.
I don't want to discuss this right now. What do you want, Ethan?
Did you forget? Today's my wedding day.
Of course not. How could I forget that? Happy wedding day.
That's why I'm asking. Do you have the gift money ready?
Really? Is that your main concern now at 5 in the morning? This is what you woke me up for?
Is it wrong to ask for a wedding gift on my wedding day? You're being difficult again. I had hoped Noah would talk some sense into you. Can you please be nice to me on my wedding day? I can't have any added stress today.
It's just that it feels like you keep asking for things. We already helped you out with a substantial amount of money. We paid for the venue and the catering. I can't remember the last time you made your brother happy or even said thank you for all he's done for you. Lately, all you do is criticize and undermine him. What's up with that? I really don't appreciate your behavior. Don't you ever get tired of acting like a spoiled brat?
Is this your way of avoiding giving me the money as a gift? There's no need for rudeness. My brother made a big mistake marrying you. I really don't know what he sees in you. You're so controlling, and on top of that, you're lazy too. If he wants to give me the money, I don't see why you're making a big deal out of it.
Well, I've had enough. Don't expect any gifts from us, cash or credit. You won't ever receive a single cent from us again. Believe me.
You must be joking. What does my brother think about this?
He's my husband. If I tell him not to give you any money, he won't.
You just made my point. You're always controlling him and his finances. So, this is the path you've chosen?
You've brought this on yourself. This conversation is over. I'm done with it.
I'm not finished.
Noah, darling, where are you? Please talk to me. Are you okay? Where are you?
I'm at a nearby bar, not far from our place. I needed some time to clear my mind after today's chaos.
Where have you been? Do you realize how worried I've been? I've been trying to call you.
I've never felt so humiliated. Your warnings about Ethan were ignored, and it's my fault. We paid the price.
Honey, I understand. I'm sorry for what happened with Ethan.
What hurt more was that he did it publicly in front of everyone. Many of the guests were my clients, and he made a mockery of me among them.
I know, honey. I felt embarrassed too. I can't believe he kicked us out of the wedding over some money.
How dare he insult me like that? If it wasn't for my help, his ego-driven business would have never succeeded. He crossed the line. If it had not been for the guests, I would have given him a piece of my mind, and maybe even more. I had no idea he harbored such strong feelings of hatred towards me. He's my brother, you know.
Honestly, he's the one missing out. Don't worry about him.
Maybe it's time I take your advice seriously. He doesn't feel like family anymore. Someone who'd do that and hold such profound hatred towards me doesn't deserve to be called my brother.
All right, if that's what you want, dear. Can you come home now, please? I'm worried about you.
Sure, but I'll finish my drink first.
No, please. Come back home. Okay, honey. See you in a bit. Love you.
Sophia, are you there? Please reply.
You have some nerve. What gives you the right to reach out after the embarrassment you caused yesterday?
Oh, come on. It almost seems like you intended to ruin my special day. All I wanted was to have an amazing wedding, but you had to go ahead and ruin it for me.
Brother? What are you talking about? Noah, my husband, doesn't have any siblings.
Well, wait a second. I need to talk to my brother. Where's Noah? He's not replying to my messages or taking my calls.
After yesterday's disaster, do you think this would end well? It's been building up for a while, and yesterday was the breaking point.
What are you on about now? Always being dramatic. Just connect me to him.
What are you talking about? You practically kicked us out. To think we were so excited to share this special day with you?
You're treating me like an outcast after what happened at the wedding. You're the ones who left.
What do you mean? Before you blabber on, be careful with your words. We didn't just leave. You insulted us, called us names, and forced us out. Let me remind you in detail what happened, because clearly you're suffering from memory loss, or you're actually that delusional. You came up to Noah and me all worked up, demanding the cash gift. I tried talking sense into you, telling you this day was for celebrating, not asking for stuff. But you were so full of yourself, acting all high and mighty, killing any joyous vibe we had. You were so loud with your big ego, poor Noah couldn't even calm things down. The tension escalated, and then you ridiculed us, belittled Noah's achievements, and dismissed our worth. Your exact words were,
Why didn't anyone say something earlier? The situation could have been avoided.
I'm glad we didn't. If we had told you before, you'd be pretending to be nice to us. But now, Noah got to see the real you. Your brother has always done his utmost best to make sure you'd be successful in life. He has sacrificed his own college education just so you could go, and he made many more sacrifices along the way just for your sake. The way you treated him yesterday was disrespectful and just cruel. It broke his heart. Shame on you. Now that he's not in your life anymore, you're in trouble.
This isn't fair.
That's your opinion on the matter. I have more important things to do than convince you. Goodbye, Ethan.
By the way, I want to apologize. Can you tell him? If he can forgive me, I'll be the brother he once knew, and I won't disgrace him again. Sophia, please respond. Sophia? Sophia, can you please just answer the phone? I'm in a real tight spot here. Please respond. If not, I might need to block you to stop your messages. I've been trying to reach my brother.
I see you're still on your high horse. Your brother? I don't know who you're talking about.
Don't play games. Your husband.
Seems like he's cut off contact with you. I was thinking of doing the same after your last message, but I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I'll do it now.
No, wait. Please, tell Noah to talk to me. I really need his help.
Why should he help you?
My business is falling apart, Sophia. His wealthy friends are leaving, and I need him to convince them to stay.
Why would he do that? You made it clear he made a mistake recommending you.
Please, it was my fault. If you don't help me, I'll lose everything. I just got married, and I can't afford to lose my income. Without these clients, I might go bankrupt.
Stay calm. I think you can handle this well all on your own. You've made your choices, Ethan, and now you have to deal with them.
So, both of you are cutting ties with me?
You cut us out first, remember? I'm just making sure it stays that way. This is my last message. Goodbye, Ethan.
Sophia, please, don't go. Can I at least talk to Noah? Do I have to beg? I can't take this. Let me talk to my brother, please.
It wasn't easy to move past this, but my husband suffered even more. It took him a while to recover from what Ethan had done. When Noah cut ties with Ethan, he meant it. We won't let him back in our lives. I'm glad he finally saw his brother's true nature. Arrogant and self-absorbed.
Elena, are you still not done with your part-time job? It's already 4 in the afternoon. Shouldn't you head home and tend to household chores? I'm sorry, Camilla. I have to work overtime a bit. I'll go shopping at the supermarket and then head home. Are you still going to be late? Yes. I want to buy ingredients for tonight's dinner. You're really inefficient, aren't you? Can't you make do with the ingredients we have at home? Didn't you say you wanted flounder simmered for dinner today? That was yesterday. I don't really want it now. I see. But we're out of milk, so I think I'll stop by. Oh, I see. Then hurry back. I've left the housework for you to do. Please fold the laundry. You haven't cleaned the bathroom and the toilet yet, have you? Understood. I brought in the laundry for you, you know. It's actually your job. I'm sorry. Thank you. I thought you were more capable, Alina. That's why I allowed you to work part-time. But if you're going to burden me like this, I might have to forbid you from working part-time. I'll be careful. From now on, I'll finish cleaning before leaving for work. You're a daughter-in-law in this family. Try to anticipate and do things. It's too late if you wait for me to tell you. Yes. And there's something I've been thinking about lately. Don't you dress too flashy? Do you think so? I thought it was just like any other outfit. You wore a skirt the other day, didn't you? When you went out with my son. That fluttery one. Yes. It's indecent to wear something so flirtatious to attract men. You're a wife. Don't wear things that show your legs to other men. But I think that skirt was down to the knee. Whether it's down to the knee or not, your legs were visible, weren't they? And the light pink color is vulgar. I see. I'm sorry, I'll be careful. Dress more like a wife. Pay attention to your makeup and hair. You look like someone from the nightlife industry. Camilla, I think that's a bit of disrespectful remark. If you don't want to be seen that way, dress more modestly. No one is looking at you, even if you don't wear makeup. No, I mean, with my looks, I couldn't work in the nightlife industry. Professionals were much more careful. That's not what I'm talking about. Never mind. Conversations with you always seem to go awry. I'm sorry. Please don't add to my stress anymore. Just hurry home and do the housework. Hey, Alina. When are you guys coming home? We just left with my husband. We'll be late today. It's our day off and we're going to eat dinner outside too. Come home right now. What happened? My dear daughter Maya is having a hard time. Did something happen to Maya? Apparently, Maya is being bullied by her mother-in-law at her husband's house. Bullying the daughter-in-law. That's worrisome. From morning to evening, she's being worked hard by her mother-in-law. And she's been forced to do all the housework by herself. Despite this, she's still not being treated as a member of the family. She was the only one left behind during a family trip. She couldn't bear it any longer and called me for advice just a while ago. Is that so? Things must be tough on her end. I'm thinking about calling her mother-in-law, but Maya told me not to. I really don't know what to do. Bullying a daughter-in-law is a delicate issue. I think it would be best for you, the mother-in-law, not to do anything. But I can't stand by and do nothing. I can't leave my daughter alone in that house. And it seems the mother-in-law said she was a useless wife. Can you believe it? My daughter, who I raised with such care. I see. Hey, you'll come home right away, won't you? I think we need to discuss this as a family. Please tell my son that his sister Maya is in trouble. I'm already telling my husband exactly what you told me. But Maya isn't coming here, is she? Yes, that's true. But even if my husband comes home, it won't solve anything. So he says we should continue with our plans. Doesn't he care about Maya? Alina, you're in the same position as a wife. You should understand, right? Yes, I suppose so. That's why men are useless in situations like this. Apparently Maya's husband is turning a blind eye. It must be hard not having emotional support. Maya is a girl who can be proud of anywhere. I wonder what they don't like about her. If Maya were my daughter-in-law, I would be nothing but grateful. Well, that's... You're Maya's real mother. What? Are you saying there's a problem with Maya? No, not like that. Being the wife of a son might be a delicate position for a mother-in-law. I don't have children, so I can't understand the feeling. If you don't know, don't say anything. But you're glad I'm your mother-in-law, aren't you, Alina? Even on your day off, you can go out and play with my son. I feel sorry for Maya, who didn't get a good mother-in-law. Hey, should I take her back home? First of all, I think Maya's feelings are the most important, so it would be best to contact her before taking any action. That's true. Our house is the only place Maya can rely on. I need to be strong. But it's really infuriating. Only the worst people bully their daughters-in-law. I agree. I think so too. I'll call Maya again. She must be at her limit, so I'll try to convince her to come home somehow. Understood. And when Maya comes home, make sure you give her proper support, okay, Alina? I want her to take a break and not to do anything for a while. Even if Maya offers to help, don't let her do even a single chore, okay? Understood. I want to confirm with you, Camilla. It's better to escape from a mother-in-law who bullies her daughter-in-law, right? Of course! Living together is difficult enough, but bullying the daughter-in-law on top of that is the worst. Understood. Thank you. I will act according to your words. Good morning, Alina. Maya, good morning. What's up? You're at your parents' house now, right? Yes, that's it. I heard you left home, Alina. It's because I came back, isn't it? I'm really sorry for returning when we're living together. It must not feel good for you. No, that's not it. Huh? Then why? My mother was also surprised that I suddenly left. I also escaped from bride bullying Hag, so it's the same reason as Maya. It's not your fault. Did you say bride bullying Hag? You're talking about my mother, aren't you? Yes. It's hard to say to my daughter Maya, but I was quite at the limit too. But hearing about Maya's situation, my mother-in-law said that only the worst kind of person bullies their daughters-in-law. I thought to myself, even though she's doing it herself. I discussed it with my husband and decided to leave. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Is that so? My mother, who criticized her mother-in-law so much, she was doing the same thing. That's why I have no intention of returning there anymore, so Maya doesn't have to worry. Your mother is kind to you. You should take it easy until you calm down. I can't calm down. My own mother is bullying her daughter-in-law. Alina, what kind of bullying did my mother do to you? I understand that you may not want to talk about it, but please tell me. I don't think you would feel good hearing this. I'm fine with that. Please. Then it's going to be a long story. Is it okay if we talk over the phone? Yes, it's okay. My mother is not at home now, so please tell me everything. Alina, what on earth have you done? Why did you plant strange ideas in my daughter's mind? Huh? What are you talking about? You talked about how I bullied my daughter-in-law, didn't you?
Yes.
So you're affirming it. Why would you do such a thing? My daughter has just returned home, hurt by the bullying from her mother-in-law. Don't you have any consideration for others? And you even said that the reason you left the house is because of me.
That's exactly right. I left the house because I couldn't stand your daughter-in-law bullying. But that's okay, right? You said that I don't have to bear it either.
That's about Maya's story. It doesn't concern you, does it?
If it's about daughter-in-law bullying, it's not irrelevant to me. You've been making nasty remarks and harassment to me every day, haven't you?
Me? When? Where did I do that?
Even though we live together, you pushed all the housework onto me. Isn't this the same as Maya's situation?
I did the housework too.
Does putting away the laundry you occasionally dry count as doing housework?
I also cook, don't I?
Are you referring to the times you threw away the food I cooked? Or called it tasteless and turned it into trash by adding excessive seasoning?
I also clean.
You mean just your own bedroom, right? I clean everything else. I wake up early in the morning to clean the bathroom and toilet, mop and sweep the floors. I can only use the vacuum cleaner on days without part-time work because it's noisy early in the morning. I also run the laundry, cook for the family, do the dishes, and finally go out. So what are you saying you're doing?
It's only natural for a daughter-in-law living together to do housework.
Maybe Maya's mother-in-law thought the same way. Isn't it the same thing?
I didn't treat you like an outsider.
When you returned from a trip with your friends, I was the only one without a souvenir, wasn't I?
I kind of forgot about that.
What about the sweets you buy when you go out? There's always none for me, right? Even the other day when you bought cake. What's up with that?
That's because I bought it for my hardworking husband and son.
To me, it sounds like an excuse. You've also called me a useless daughter-in-law. And you even made a sarcastic remark during a previous family trip, saying, "Are you planning to come too?" I think you've been doing quite similar things to Maya.
I didn't mean any harm. I didn't do it out of malice like Maya's mother-in-law.
Then why don't you bully your daughter-in-law in front of your husband or father-in-law? You always do it when we're alone or during text exchanges, don't you?
Is that so?
Yes, it is. Do you forget things that are inconvenient for you? But don't worry, I reported everything to my husband. I showed him the text messages too.
You've been talking to her son as well?
Of course, he's my husband.
But her son hasn't said anything to me. I haven't been warned or anything about the bullying.
I asked him not to say anything. We live together and I wanted to get along with you as much as possible. But then I realized something from Maya's situation. There is such a thing as futile effort. While you were ignoring your own actions, you were criticizing mother-in-law bullying. Somehow that broke my spirit.
Alina, listen. I didn't mean to bully you. I just wanted you to be a good daughter-in-law and was trying to give you various advice.
So Maya's mother-in-law might have thought the same way. What I want to say is that you're not a mother-in-law who can criticize others. Please reconsider your own actions first.
Alina, I'm sorry. I apologize for everything until now. So won't you come back home?
No, I won't. I will end the cohabitation. The whole reason for the cohabitation was your request in the first place. I don't want to put myself through unnecessary hardships anymore.
All right, let's end the cohabitation. But can you forgive me in return? I've been severely criticized by my son and daughter about the mother-in-law bullying. They've even told me to leave the house.
That's what you get.
I've truly reflected. I'll be a good mother-in-law from now on. So please, I'm begging you.
Can you say that in front of Maya? Can you tell Maya to forgive her mother-in-law's bullying?
I think I'm a bit different from that mother-in-law.
The fact that you can say such a thing shows you haven't reflected at all. I have no obligation to help you. You should be more aware that you are a terrible person who bullies your daughter-in-law. Afterwards, my mother-in-law, accompanied by my father-in-law and sister-in-law, came to apologize to my parents' house. Of course, I didn't forgive her, but she promised not to interfere with me outside of life's major events. So I let them know that I had no particular desire for her to leave the house. My sister-in-law scolded my mother-in-law thoroughly, so I don't think the same thing will happen again.
Having been exposed for her behind-the-scenes harassment, my mother-in-law had become completely subdued and has been earnestly taking on the housework that I used to do.
I may have been better off complaining earlier, but I was living with them, and if possible, I wanted to be liked by my husband's parents, so I think I ended up enduring too much unnecessarily. But from now on, I have no intention of looking to my mother-in-law's moods. Even if we have to face each other, I plan to do so without any reservations. In addition, it seems that my sister-in-law and her husband have also stopped living with us and moved out. We both discussed how glad we are that things are moving in a better direction for both of us. I will not forget to appreciate my husband, who supported me behind the scenes during the harassment, and my sister-in-law and father-in-law, who firmly scolded my mother-in-law. I want to cherish those who will continue to care about me.